taco shows. The good, the bad, and the ugly. The highlights and, unfortunately, the lowlights that stood out this past week in the vast sea we call humanity.
It's 101.1 WJRR, Orlando's rock station. We got any BWO shirts left? There's like a handful, right?
Yes, and the size it depends what size you wear.
You'll have to check it on the top of the JR Facebook page in the featured stuff there. There's a direct link if you want to grab one of those while they last.
And I think for this last couple, since it's just like, there might be a medium here or a large here or no XX. So they're going to do it like Black Friday style where they do a discount on it.
Okay. All right. Well,
just grab them while they last because they almost gone.
I'll bring some tomorrow for the Surfside football deal at Kiwis in Altamont, 2 to 4. Let's begin with the bad stack here. I think at the top has got to be this story that's now caught national attention. The death of the teenager from Brevard, Anna Kepner, on board the Carnival Horizon.
Yeah, right here in our area, man. It sucks.
Now looks like one of the suspects, or chief suspect, 16-year-old stepbrother, who I guess was sharing the cabin that she was found dead in, wrapped in towels and flotational devices stuffed underneath the bunk.
Yeah, more and more info comes up on each day.
There are so many questions that have yet to be answered on this whole. It's just sad.
I feel for their family, and I tell you what, the vigil yesterday, huge turnout.
Yeah, the celebration of life yesterday, it was quite something. We'll continue to follow that story. Meanwhile, we got a 13-year-old, also in Brevard, arrested after being accused of fatally shooting a 30-year-old man multiple times in the torso. Killed him. That they went and arrested 13-year-old Emerald Rachel, whose mom admitted to seeing similarities between her son and the person in the footage of people they were looking for when police arrived and then found the hoodie that the individual suspect was wearing in Rachel's room, stained with blood, and there you go.
It's one of those stories, again, where the parent is up to if they turn him in or not.
Dwayne Hall, that's the 53-year-old man from Ocala who was arrested by FDLE on suspicion of first-degree murder and kidnapping related to the death of a woman from the UK. By the way, he pled not guilty yesterday in his appearance. She was discovered in a shallow grave in Marion County. Guy shot and killed his girlfriend. Shot her multiple times last weekend in Brevard. That would be 23-year-old Tyja Bellinger, responsible for the shooting, according to police and Sheriff Wayne Ivey in Brevard. Then a couple of financial scumbags to tell you about here in the good, the bad, and the ugly. Representative Sheila Sherfilis McCormick. She represents a district in South Florida, accused of embezzling $5 million in FEMA funds back during the COVID era while she was running a company called Trinity Healthcare Services and funneling that into her efforts to get elected as a representative.
And we said the worst of that. I mean, it's so bad anyway, but the fact that she's taking from FEMA when we've all dealt with, damage to our homes with storms. Oh, God.
Then we go over to Sarasota, where $207,000 that they know of was apparently stolen by a Little League treasurer. Anahasia Turner of Sarasota arrested, charged with larceny and grand theft. Named treasurer back in 2022 of this Little League over there. And apparently she's been dipping into those funds for personal use ever since. They finally tracked her down and had the evidence to make the arrest. Stealing from a Little League.
We just have to power flush them all.
I got the power flush ready to go here from the Human Beatbox Library of Sound Effects. This is actually from Taco Bob's power flusher recently installed in his home toilets.
You know what's crazy? They have at least a year of use on them, and there's still that same loud flush.
It is just sense the velocity here, folks, as all this bad stuff washes away as we roll into the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Strong hard G.
Yeah, that's a power flusher maneuver right there. Okay, let's crank up in the Good News Network and see what we got going. Oh, my, look at this. An owl that was partially covered in concrete.
I heard something about that.
Is cleaned up and recovering after being rescued in Utah. Yeah, this owl flew his way into a mixer. I'm just going to call it a mixer. So I don't freak everybody out.
We don't need to start that battle again.
And he got concreted. And, they saved him, though. Pow! Oh, how about this? Canadian burger joint gets a note, handwritten note, old school there, and a cash apology when an Alabama man mistook his favorite burger joint for one in Canada, ordered a to-go order, and he wrote in the apology, "So sorry I didn't pick up my order. I live in Alabama. I ordered from the wrong place." I don't know about area codes or any of that, but maybe it's just because cell phones, you don't have to do area codes. And I don't know, but he sent him $40 in a handwritten note. "Here's to you, Bama man." Pow! So one guy in Bama not bitching about football. And what is this one? What do we have here? Oh, wow. You know, they always say, yeah, from Timbuktu. You know that phrase?
Yeah.
Which, who knows? Well, there really is a Timbuktu, obviously. And some medieval manuscripts were returned home after a decade away, safe from insurgents. So I guess over a decade, these things are gone. They're back. Who cares? We don't live in Timbuktu. But
insurgents.
You know how they have all sports have helmets. Well, these Vautech students, really cool. They have a quote-unquote helmet lab. Guess what they're doing? They're testing baseball helmets. Pow.
I thought you were going to say they're going to roll out soccer helmets.
Nope, they're testing. They're going to do the Guardian cap for soccer. They're doing football helmets, testing those. Pow! You name the sport that has a helmet. Lacrosse, I'm sure they probably helmet up. Pow! Softball, too. Pow! Okay, this is incredible.
Golf helmets.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
For spectators, maybe.
Yeah. As I look at the Good News Network, Pat, it's not only a story stolen from you, it's on the network. This little baby cute seal, he flopped onto the back of a photographer's boat while he's being chased by orcas. He hung out for over a half hour and then scrammed once he smelt the air. There was no, orca smell. Pow!
We had the video of that. It's if you scroll back ways on our Facebook page, you'll see it.
Or you can go to the Good News Network. Probably prefer you to go to our Facebook page, though.
We had people wanting adopt the seal to live in their pool.
Yeah. I was going to mount it in my mantle. This is huge. This rock band, right? Their gig got canceled in Melbourne. Mm-hmm. Not Brevard, I'm guessing. Australia. The gig was canceled for safety. Because for their fans that were all there, you got to take care of the fans. $35,000 in bar tabs. They said, look, we had to cancel the show, but we're going to pay for you guys booze. Drink away your sorrows for not seeing us.
I saw that story. They were throwing a free concert and way too many people showed up. And the authority, the authorities were like, this is going to be a mob scene. So that was their remedy. Add alcohol to the mix.
That's it. We won't play music for them, but we'll get them wasted. Anyway, $35,000 tab. Ouch. When you're throwing free shows, that's a tough pill to swallow.
Right.
Or beer to swallow. Pow. There's a baby sea otter named Caterpillar was rescued. Just while we're talking, sea life, it was rescued by the mom. I thought that's just being a mom, but certain moms here don't rescue.
Careful, those orcas.
Yeah. That's a different one. Yeah. Oh, and then this. So, heart transplant survivor has best day ever as he traveled to Carolina to meet a Panthers legend. Who's the legend? I don't know. I didn't even know they had one. I mean, it's the Carolina Panthers. All right, we're exiting Good News Network. I probably just insulted every Panthers fan.
Cam Newton.
Hey, it wasn't even Cam.
Anyway, Are you done?
I just said we're exiting, man.
Okay. Lynch and Tacos commercial-free Workday Rock Block coming up after the break. Stick around.
Lynch and Taco. On demand. Download the iHeartRadio app.